Wow, old Leadbelly, man, that's just it's classic. I love even the quality of his old recordings. Um, uh, I'm amazed that there's video of that. Obviously, he's older when they
Right.
shot it. But what a gift to have that. I'm so glad. I think they used to call them. There's some guys that used to go around and record. It was basically exploitation, but I'm glad that we have the record of some of this old music, the race records they used to call them.
Right.
And that it all still exists, is the record of all that old stuff. Now,
There,
Leadbelly was in prison at one point, was he not?
yes, correct. Yes. So this is something. In fact, they say that he would have learned. Most likely, they think that he learned this song in prison, and so he brought this out with him. And there are recordings of this song sung by prisoners, just no video to go alongside them. So if you want to hear a group of people from the actual time period, singing it, you can. It's the lyrics I find just so they're simple, but they're so wonderful. Just this idea of like, I wasn't running, I was flying, I wasn't laughing, I was crying. I don't entirely understand the cornbread and molasses thing, but obviously just something about being offered that is an insult in this case. Like I don't want it. It's it hurts my pride, and it's just this like when you really think at it and look at it, this is somebody that is like fighting for their humanity, right? Fighting for their like the sense of just like I am a human being. And you get that from this song. And just the idea that they would have sung this as they were unfairly laboring, almost as like a reminder, like day in and day out, like don't forget.
Absolutely.
Don't allow yourself to be dehumanized.
If I recall correctly, I believe these guys were busting up rocks. Yeah. And this would have been a cadence for that.
Yes.
That ha, so at the same time as you're setting a cadence for the work, you're pushing back against it,
Right.
Yeah, it's good. Well, and take this hammer, like, take it back to the captain.
That's right. I'm done. Yep. So next, we're actually going to do so this was not a Leadbelly original. This is a traditional song that was sung by Leadbelly, and now we're going to do a Leadbelly original that I could not find a video of Leadbelly doing, so I've got another later blues musician covering it, and it's called the Bourgeois Blues. And this also has a sad and interesting story behind it, where Leadbelly was invited by a guy, his last name was Lomax, I believe, was invited to go to D.C. to record for the Library of Congress.
Yes.
And he couldn't find, there's no hotel that would take him. And then the story goes that Lomax let him stay in his apartment. And the next day he woke up to hearing Lomax arguing with his landlord about the fact that he had let a black man into the building. And so this is just a song that's basically just like, man, screw all that Jim Crow crap, is essentially what this song boils down to.
Yeah, Alan Lomax was he was one of those guys that was making those race records.
Okay.
Travel around and take these recordings. And he was sort of a folklorist as well. So
yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Well, let's play it.